then, folks, welcome back to... It's not an 11-team battle. I hate to tell you this. It's a 12-team battle. Welcome. 12 teams can be relegated with 2 matches to go. I said it yesterday. I've never been in a battle quite like this, and we are slap bang in the centre of it on a -5 goal difference and 51 points. We can definitely, almost certainly, be relegated still, and our recent form has been questionable. We first play Kettering, which is a side that are also in this mire, and both sides know that if they win this game, they probably secure their survival in another league season. So we have to do that. The worst thing for us today, of course, will be to lose the first one, and then going into the second game against Gateshead, another side locked in this battle. It is there'll be so many permutations of what can happen in these final few games of the season. I can't wait. It's going to be great fun. Let's introduce you to the team then. We've got to start winning games. And I say that as a man that hasn't won for quite some time. System-wise then, we are sticking with this 3-and-3 system. And you know, I was reading the comments yesterday. A lot of them were, I can't believe how unlucky you are, which is a lovely thing to read in a way. It makes me feel a little bit better about my inadequacies in terms of results. Team-wise then, Fleming will be in goal. In fact, we're not going to have him as a sweeper keeper for this one. I'm not going to do it. Reeve, Bakari, and Wrench at the back. I don't really like Wrench as a player at all. I kind of wish he wasn't there, but again, we need a third centre back, so he's going to be our guy. He's just sort of so bang average it hurts. Ings and Owens either side of Brunt and a Cohen then, and Radcliffe to support Duckworth and a Vero up front. We need goals, and that is the front three that I think are going to provide the most of them. Joel Cooper could feature at some stage and probably will do if we have to change things around a little bit, so keep an eye out for him. But yeah, we need to win this. Ings needs a rest. Not today, mate. Not today. You can rest when we've finished this off, you know? That's when you can rest. Okay, then. The first game, as I say, is Kettering, and the survival showdown, as it's been dubbed, is going to be quite something. I still can't believe there are 12 teams in this battle. It could all be done after game 1. That's sort of the irony of all this. It could, in theory, all be done, but I don't think it will be somehow. And again, we are a side that are without a win for so long. Like, it's painful. We started the season with such promise. That's what's so frustrating about it. If you take a look, the decline is getting... Well, I mean, in theory, we are going to be one of the sides that are struggling the most. It'll be really interesting to look at all of these teams at some point later on to see who goes in and who stays out. And of course, a few of the sides down there as well have already played 43 games. So say Kings Lynn, they are in what I'm going to call the danger zone on this occasion, as here we go then. All right, I don't know what to expect going into this. Kettering, as I say, are a very evenly matched side to ourselves, but in recent form, I expect nothing but defeat. So here we go. I mean, I've just realised that Els brought me a cup of tea in the Glory Hunter mug, which is ironic when you consider we're battling for relegation, or to stay out of relegation, not battling for it. If that's one thing I was going for, I might be quite successful. That should be a challenge one day. How many times can you be relegated and stay in the job? How many times can you talk the board round to, it's all fine, don't worry about it. Kettering, well, their form is just as bad as ours, so it's got to be a draw, right? It's got to be a draw. They are in free fall, much like we are, as there's the league table then. It is a bizarre situation. We could finish top half. If we win these last 2 games, then everything can be fine. Of course, we'll talk about the rebuild for next season, depending on what division we're in, so we'll save that conversation to the end. They've got a corner very, very early on, played in, headed away actually, pretty smartly, and Duckworth is there to pick it up. I'm just looking at their system. They're playing something pretty basic as a Vero now. This is what you want to see from him. Left side, running at defenders, maybe drawing fouls if he can. He goes for a shot. Wow, it's very weirdly saved by the goalkeeper behind for a corner. Okay, so far, so good. There's quite a few more Thames fans in attendance, it looks like, as well, as that ball's played in and headed away. It's not a particularly good corner, it must be said, as Wrench now picks it up. It's been a very passive first half. I think what we're going to do is even though we've got a throw in here, I'm going to show the league table, because it can change so rapidly depending on goals going in around the grounds, that I think that's the best way to go. Is the header clear is quite simple for them, and Agho now is coming forward. Will hide that league table as he races forward. He's not got many options in the centre, if any, and Fleming does well and keeps the ball. Yeah, quite a lot more Thames fans, it feels like, in the ground today, just from a visual standpoint anyway. So you can see we're still on the slide, 53 down to 49, as Gateshead have still got a game to play. It's very weird how this is all working out. Some sides, of course, will finish their league season today, so it should be okay. As a co-hit into a Vero, it's a brilliant goal. I'll tell you what, that is one of the best moves we've put together for quite some time. Wonderful goal from Thames, and a co-hit and a Vero, the AA in full effect there. Owens plays the ball neatly to a Vero, who plays it to Brunt, and then watch a Vero sort of run here as he's just falling into that space. A co-hit, brilliant pick out and a fine finish as well. That's what you want to see. 1-0. Okay, like a win. Look what a win does for us. That is bizarre. Is the playoffs on? No, it's not. It's not on. But we could finish at the top of sort of the rest. See that Kings Lynn are playing their final game today. They will have played 49 games. 44 games, I should say, sorry, with 49 points. So they are in danger. As things stand, this is pretty perfect. I didn't quite realise how bad a form Kettering were in. I guess they're going to be quite concerned now that they could be one of the sides to drop into that relegation battle. As the ball's played forward, Duckworth in. It'd be a great time to score. 46 minutes on the clock. Duckworth, he's got to. Oh, it's the cheekiest finish for a team and a man that have been underperforming for quite some time. That is a disgrace in a way. And the fact he's doing that, hammer it in, mate. Next time, hammer it in. It's Reeves' ball forward. Duckworth's in behind, and you can see the keeper. He's not sure really what to do, whether to come or not. He drops to the floor. There's a little fake from Duckworth, does him, and a lovely dinked finish. 2-0. And you probably wanted some fireworks today. I'm very happy about this. Very, very, very happy about this. As Kettering on 52. It's going to be fascinating to see how the relegation battle looks with that final game to go. Of course, Kings Lynn are perilously close. They need to win this game, really. Otherwise, they are not down, but just the idea of the sides below them doing something. Bradford City and Gateshead. Oh, why is there a highlight? I'm just sort of enjoying being 2-0 up. I don't need to see anything on the other side of things. Okay, right. I think the way things are right now, we're going to go cautious. We're going to waste time frequently, and we're going to try and see this game out the best we can. We're going to break it up like nobody's business. Marsh Hughes is going to come on for one of our strikers. So, again, break this game down as much as possible. 84 minutes gone. Another change. John Christie's going to come on for Brunt in the centre. Again, don't need to bring him on at all. I'm just trying to make sure there is absolutely no flow or rhythm to any of this, really. Cooper's going to come in for a Vero on that side, put him as a midfielder as well. And there we are. Time is ticking away. We're safe. Survival has been achieved, and it only took one game. Of course, we will play this final game and take a look at what's going on with the rest of the league, though. But that's given us a chance. A little bit of calm after a season. I mean, what a time to get a win, by the way. Goodness me. AFC Fylde and AFC Thames, the two AFCs doing the business. They've secured their survival. It's kind of chaos down there, although it's Kings Lynn are the only side at risk. It's a matter of can Gateshead or Bradford, although actually not even that, can Gateshead secure it? At the top of the table then, you can see Harrogate, they've already wrapped things up. They're done. Barnet into the playoffs, and there's a little bit of a battle between Fleetwood and Chester. Look, I'm happy with where we are now. This is giving me. I came into today thinking this: if I don't survive, as a video, it's great entertainment. As a personal vendetta sort of against my own self and team, that's only going to increase the pain that I go through. I'm very happy to survive. I think there was this ongoing fear that we were going to slip and slide and just never be able to recover. We haven't got this sort of money to be dishing out, so what are we doing? People just getting money left, right and centre. Michael Emery satisfied with the win, and there we are then. We are safe, we are secure. Gateshead, we play Gates. Oh, we're a factor in all of this. So now, not only have we given ourselves the opportunity to be in this division next year, which is fantastic news, and maybe finish in the top half, which seems ridiculous, we now are basically the difference between whether Kings Lynn stay in the league or if Gateshead do. So here we go then, Gateshead. I wish you luck. All right, so a week until the game, so I'll see you for it in just a moment. I am so pleased. I know you're not. I'm so pleased. If I was watching, I'd be going, I want him down there. I want him in the mud. I want this. I want last minute glory. But no, we will decide Gateshead's fate. I like the fact we're involved just a little bit. Oh, just when I thought this day was going well, I can tell that Ellie's used tea bags over granules here. Fuming. Spot that a mile off. Let's not get into the great debate of tea bags or granules, because lots of you use tea bags and you've never tried granules and you slag me off. So I don't want to be involved. It's one of the only little delights in life that I treat myself to that I realise is, daft. And I blame my parents who I thought everyone used granules until the age of about 23. So yeah, I know what you're thinking. What? The amount of times I went around people's houses and they went to a cup of tea and I thought, these granules are not the same as our granules. For those of you that are like, what are tea granules? It's just like coffee. It's just like instant tea, but it's got like a nice creamier texture. They're nice. They're PG and you can get them. And this video is not sponsored. And sponsor it, maybe, PG. I feel like if we all just tweeted PG and said, can you sponsor DoctorBenjyFM and give him a year's supply of tea granules? That'd be a win. For some people, a year's supply of tea granules would be 1 jar. Not for me. Not for me. All right then, gaming against Gateshead. I'm going to play the exact side that have just impressed me in the last one. This might be a system we use going forward, so let's see how we do with it. Team-wise, there's not too much to improve on like a really obvious level, other than maybe getting a few better centre-backs in and things like that. But yeah, all in all, we're pretty happy. I just realised at this point, I maybe didn't even mention the fact that Mark Scott's loan expired. And he went back. He's played 17 games for someone else this season, so I probably should have said that a few episodes ago. So for the what happened to Mark Scott comments, he had a 6-month loan and it ran out. So, All right then, we are in 11th. I would love to finish top half, which when there's 23 teams is that top 11 spot. So 12 is very much in the centre of everything, which based on the entire series, that's probably where we'll end up. But I would like to finish to say in the top half. Gateshead know then, if they beat us here, then they will survive and Kings Lynn will be down. So it's a big game for them too. I obviously hope for our sake that we get the job done. After 27 minutes, though, it's been very boring, and they've had the best of it. They've had a couple of players booked, though, which might be good for us. There's no real need for me to try, which is quite nice, again, considering what I thought today would be like, as their header hits the pot. I mean, that is ridiculous. The fact he's been able to score that. Russ Cumming there has scored, and he's headed it off the post. It's bounced down to him, and he's just had the opportunity just to knock it in again. It's not fair. I've not scored a goal like that all season, it feels like, as I don't know what the marking is. There's no marking going on, as, I mean, I don't want something to Fleming either. He sort of glitched the matrix there. All right, we're going to up our speed of doing things a little bit, because it's been a little bit too passive. And as the away side, you don't want to just give teams the freedom of home to do us whatever they please. You see Radcliffe as that central striker giving the ball away. So I'll just drink my rubbish tea and carry on. Oh, what is that? I mean, right. If there was anything that was going to sum up this entire season and my current feelings towards Football Manager, it is that tackle right there. Now, you might say it's reckless abandon. He's flown in. He's also taken the ball as clean as you like. This referee's like instantly penalty kick. It's waffle. It is waffle. I can't stand. If I'd have gone down because of ludicrous penalties this season, believe me, I've had about 3 penalties all year. I've conceded about 8, of which 6 of which we've saved a penalty. Of all the times when it didn't matter, when we were 1-0 down to Gateshead, we've saved a penalty. Wow. Of course, it was chipped down the middle, so give us the best chance of saving it. As of right now, by the way, Gateshead are surviving here. There's no extra money for places in this type of division either, so there's not really a desire to finish any higher than we are. You either go to the playoffs or you get relegated. There's not really much in between. As Aviro comes deeper to pick that up, plays it to Wrench, who launches one to the left-hand side really badly, and now they're going forward. Are they playing 4-2-3-1? We've missed the header, so that penalty we saved, so useful. They've got a Ross and a Ross. That must be confusing. Again, the league table to us, we are currently 13th, which is, yeah, again, it's kind of predictable us being around there. I don't think this is any, do you know what? I quite like the fact the advertising boardings are up here. That's quite nice. Quite like this stadium size. We might have to invest in one of these for the showdowns. As Thompson fires in on goal. It's all a bit easy, isn't it? We've not had a stadium upgrade. None of our facilities have upgraded since we started all of this. It's just been pain and suffering, viewers. I mean, what an awful first half from us as well. Could it be much worse than that? I'm going to bring Marsh Hughes in to be the link between the rest of everyone else playing here. It's not been a perfect performance from us by any stretch of the imagination. Hopefully, we can change it around now. In fact, maybe I won't play him in the centre. Maybe we'll play Aviro off to the side a little bit, give us a different dimension of attack. We'll actually go inverted winger, as that's one of his preferred ways of playing. Here we go then, little change, subtle change. I forgot to do the team talk, but like it matters. We've got a free kick. Can we turn this round? Brunt, ball played in. It's not that good. I realise now, obviously, Kings Lynn are down there. Gateshead winning means that they go up to 18th, the dizzy heights. What I could do now is not only save myself with the first game. Thank God, by the way, we won the first game. I think we'd be fine anyway, right? We'd still be on sort of 51, so we'd be okay. As the ball's played across to wings, we can now just drag a team down who have done actually so far so good for Gateshead, but we can now ruin their afternoon entirely by getting, oh my word, they've headed it straight to me. Duckworth scored. We could, I feel awful about this. I mean, ultimately, it's not my fault. you know? So, you know, we've got to keep it. The integrity of the league is important here. I mean, this is the level of defending. I mean, I'm going to sign this defender, whoever it is, because his ability to just, like, you know, give the ball away is something I really look for in a team, as you've seen this season. Gateshead 2, Thames 1. Not long left to go, really, but a corner, half an hour. Well, half an hour's long enough as it's cleared away pretty convincingly, but we're back on it again. Brunt now, the anchor to everything, really. Bakari, we've got to keep this now. Maybe make something happen. I don't know, there's part of me that feels bad about this because we played so poorly in that first half. The fact we're now trying a little bit after a little bit of a system change is kind of comical. That clearance is pretty good, though, and they might find some space through the middle here as now Ruth on it, plays it across the right-hand side, coming. Can he get the ball off? Oh, he can't, never mind, not this time, as Fleming will gather. Half an hour to go. I guess we'll go for it a little bit more, right? We'll play slightly more positive. Why not? Am I going to send Gateshead down, or are they going to score again and make this all meaningless? I mean, to be fair, I bet they couldn't believe their luck when they saw they played Thames final day. I bet they were like, "Oh yes, we're going to be absolutely fine." Cummings there, as it's offside. It won't count. Premature goal there from Cummings. Sorry, viewers. I don't know. I couldn't. We were some of us were thinking it. I won't tire us all with that brush, obviously. We've had 2 shots, 1 on target, and scored. We do not deserve to win this. Let's try and win it. Avira's going to come off. Cooper's going to play. Now, for those that this is very retro. So if you were around during these times, we're playing what can only be described as the Salford formation, which is something I used many years ago. Ings is actually quite good at right midfield. Maybe this is the future for us. Anyway, let's see if this is the formation to bring us some good luck. I'd love to play a 3 at the back system with no protection in front of it, really, and play this sort of style. But I don't think I'm brave enough. But I do like the idea of doing it for some reason. As the ball forward, oh my word, we're in. Marsh Hughes to level the game here. Can he? No, of course he can't. Of course he can't, because that requires a level of technical ability, which we do not possess. 10 minutes to go. I think, as we've got ourselves a highlight. No, we have got ourselves a highlight. I've gone attacking anyway. Cooper down to Duckworth as he's run off the ball. Ings is there, though. Back into Duckworth. We look quite good with this shape. This might be something for the future. As the ball forward, I mean, defensively, they're going to have to deal with this. Otherwise, they could be in all sorts of bother. It's headed back again. Brunt. This is such a weird situation to be in. Ball played forward. Cooper's onto it. I mean, we've had the chances. Goodness me, viewers. Goodness gracious me. I'm going to try and fire them up for the final 4 minutes. We look better in this. I mean, we're having highlights, and we look like there's people to actually play the ball to in this system. It's very strange. As it goes back again. Brunt on it now to this left-hand side. I kind of want to play this formation next year. I'm going to have to look for players. Owen's on this left-hand side. Can't get the cross in. How vulnerable is it to attacks, though? Because I remember when I used 3 before, you do kind of have to have 3 very competent defenders, something that we currently do not possess. As Reeve there, though, looking very good. Fleming clears it away. And the ball bounces down. There's Brunt. Duckworth on the run. Off he goes. He's got the support of Marsh Hughes. Can he play him forward? Duckworth goes alone to score. That he does. Oh, my word, Gateshead. There's 3 minutes to go. And I think a draw is not good for them. Not even a little bit. I think goal difference-wise, we might be sending them down. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to have a look. We're relegating a side. We should not have this level of power. Not only that, the way things are standing, we'll be 10th. We'll be a top 10 side in our first division in the National League. Hold on a minute. Gateshead. Maybe there is going to be some late drama in this league. It's not done yet. Oh, Fleming there has missed the ball as the time is not quite up. And the highlight actually starts with us attacking. Sutton, it's a good tackle. Gateshead need the goal in a weird, twisted way. Are we rooting for a late Gateshead winner to keep them in the division? Maybe, just maybe, as not only do we not give them a winner, we win the ball back, although they are still on the attack as the challenge comes in from Cooper. Why are we doing this? 40 seconds left. The ball played forward. Wrench heads it away. Sutton to come forward for them. There's a throw-in. They've got a chance. Maybe, just maybe, with the time ticking away, there is 15 seconds left to go. Are Gateshead going to survive? Are Thames going to be a top 10 team? And is there going to be a stupid penalty coming our way? 5 seconds left. They've run it off the pitch. We're going to get a draw on the final day, which is somehow going to give us 10th position. Gateshead go down. We are appalling humans. We do not deserve. They have been FM'd by us there big time. Take a look at these match stats. This is disgraceful. I mean, I can't actually look at the match stats because why would I want to do that at the end of a game? What a result. Some of them are loving it. I mean, I'm also loving it. We finished 10th in our opening season, which is really good. Like, surprisingly good. But again, that is... Oh, Gateshead, I'm so sorry. They've had 17 shots there. We've had 5 shots. Let's just, again, look at that. That's not good. And they missed a penalty. We say it's the penalty. Oh, no. Well, it wasn't a penalty, so whatever. But there we are then. That has concluded the season. It's been a season of pain for us, let's be honest. There hasn't been that much time for us to just be calmly in mid-table and not pushing for promotion or surviving relegation. What an end of the season it is in terms of like league position. That is a bizarre way to end things, as it is so tight. 55 points we're on in 10th position, and 50 got you relegated. That is ridiculous. Anyway, it's going to conclude. Of course, we'll be back next season for more. We'll have a transfer episode on Monday, talking through a few things. I don't know how we'll do it. We'll do something special for it, hopefully. And if you've enjoyed today's video, do drop a like on it. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribed, and I'll see you again tomorrow. We're still going for 100,000 subscribers. It's hard to pick up new people during the 50th episode, so if you've got friends that are into Football Manager and are looking for a journey, do recommend this to them, please. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. We'll love with care. Until next time, goodbye. If you're here having had it recommended, then welcome. You made it to one of the late 50 episodes, which is very impressive.